In Exodus chapter 20, verse 14, we find the 7th commandment of the original 10. That commandment is, you shall not commit adultery. Now, when this law was given, it was meant for a marriage relationship where someone was having a sexual relationship with someone who is not their husband or wife. But then Jesus ups the ante. He raises the stakes. He flips the script in Matthew chapter 5 when he says, you've heard it said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say, if you have looked at a woman lustfully, with lustful thoughts, with lust in your heart, you have already committed adultery. Now, I don't know about you, but that stings because I know that means the vast majority of us walking around, we are guilty of the 7th commandment. So what do? We need to move from a place of being controlled by our lusts and lustful thoughts and our flesh to being someone who is controlled by the Spirit of God, being sanctified and purified in our hearts and our minds. This is what 1 Corinthians 4, 3 through 5 says, it's God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know God. This is God's will for all of us, to be pure in thought and in heart. See, the heart of the problem is a problem of the heart. See, lust is a heart problem. It's not just an action. It's a heart problem. It needs to be torn down at the root. Now, here's a few things you can do. Number one, you need to confess to God. Confess to God. God already knows. Confess it to Him, and then confess it to someone else that loves you, who loves Jesus, in a one-on-one accountability type situation. Number two, pray. Pray as much as you can. You will never rise above how much you pray. Pray and ask God to protect your mind and your heart from those lustful thoughts when they intrude on your life. And number three, repent. 1 Thessalonians 4 says to flee sexual immorality. Run as fast as you can from it. Put up guardrails in your life and boundaries in your life. If it's social media, if it's things like that are causing you to lust and to stumble, put them away. Put them away out of your life. And finally, fill your life with the things of God. Join a Bible study, a small group. Be accountable in a one-on-one discipleship relationship. Be in church and do the things of God and the things of Jesus as much as possible. Then you won't have the time or the energy, and the enemy won't have be able to get a foothold in your life, because you will crowd out those lustful thoughts and those things that cause you to lust, and you will become more like Jesus.